Hey, what's up? What's good? How we doing? Um, yeah. So NFL Preseason Week 2 is in the books. We saw some beatdowns. Bears won 38-0 against the Bills. Jaguars had a tie game with the Saints. It looks like today. Saw a little bit of Tyler Shuck, but a lot more of Spencer Rattler. Jaxson Dart looked phenomenal. Broncos look very, very good. Buccaneers end up beating the Steelers. Rams beat the Chargers. Hey, what a week of games, huh? Um, and I know it is just preseason, so there's nothing really too excited thing to be excited about. But you can look at some of these players and go, you know what? Hey, he could make one of the rosters, and I'd be super happy to see him there. Uh, Mostly, I'm a Titans fan. If you haven't been on this channel before, so I'm really gonna dive into that a little bit more. I was What we saw from Cam Ward wasn't exactly spectacular this week. It was okay. Like I can't really give too much on that. I didn't think he did completely awful, but man, there were some issues. Trevor Simeon looked so much better than Tim Boyle, so that really helped out. Braden Allen had a touchdown pass to Gunnar Helm. I expect Gunnar Helm and Alec Amanor. If I said his name right, I probably have been saying his name wrong the entire time. I would expect those guys to be on the roster and probably even start. They look really, really solid. I was very impressed to see Cedric Garrett Gray. Cedric Gray played really great when he was out there playing some football. Joe Gaziano, he got a sack. The defense, I don't think was anything too spectacular. Obviously, there was a pick six ran back, which super happy for that guy. Kendall Brooks was not, but overall, the defense wasn't exactly phenomenal. The Falcons, they pretty much just rocked with Easton Stick most of the game, and he was kind of hit or miss. And Emory Jones played just a tiny bit. Overall, Cam Ward, he played the first half or first quarter, and I believe he played a drive in the second quarter as well. The problem is that there was a wide open throw. Well, I don't even know if it's wide open. There's a little bit of suspect there. Some people said it was overthrown, here and there. I don't know completely. I didn't think it was completely overthrown, but that's from my perspective. It looked like it hit Van Jefferson on the hands, and he just kind of whiffed the catch. And looking back at that, it kind of ruined Cam's kind of confidence, right? I don't think that he had a lot of confidence in throwing the ball after that. He thought he put it in the right spot, thought he put it in a great spot, and it just did not work out that way. It kind of happens. What can you do in those situations? The Falcons are going to be fine. They're a tough team. They're going to be a good team this year. A lot of my predictions, I think, were completely wrong. To be honest with you, I did have the Patriots winning. I had the Eagles beat the Browns. That was not the case. Raiders and Niners, pretty good game. Texans, I figured they would beat the Panthers. I don't have a lot of faith in the Panthers other than Bryce Young, and even he didn't exactly look phenomenal right out of the get go. Buccaneers and Steelers, obviously pretty solid preseason matchup. Buccaneers end up getting that win, like I figured. Ravens, they are freaking incredible in the preseason. It's just kind of what they do. Every single year, their preseason numbers are just really, really good. But let's kind of look into things. Because Dillon Gabriel, I know he had two turnovers, but I was told he looked pretty solid. Wasn't exactly perfect, but he looked pretty solid at times. Yeah, 13 for 18 for 143 yards. That's actually not bad at all. There was that one pick that was pretty bad. You can't really excuse that, but sometimes you get away with it, sometimes you don't. Sorry about the yawn there. A little tired. It's pretty late in the night as I record this, but hey, I wanted to get something out because I didn't do it yesterday. That's on me. Kyle McCord, happy to see him get a touchdown for sure. And Dorian Thompson Robinson used to play for the Browns actually, so pretty good for him to get a touchdown. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna see a lot of these guys out there, especially for the Eagles. I don't think you're gonna see like Kyle McCord play very often. I would assume it'll be Tanner McKee and it'll be Jalen Hurts, Tanner McKee, and then possibly Kyle McCord, which hopefully that is the case because I like seeing Kyle McCord play football. It was fun to watch him at Syracuse last year, and I think that this year could be just as good. I think it could be just as fun. And in those cases, I think that that's something to be looking forward to. I think you should be really happy with what you got over there. Looking at this Packers and Colts game, Daniel Jones, I know I was told he played a lot better this time. Yeah, 7 for 11 for 101. Richardson was 6 for 11 for 73. And Riley Leonard played a lot better. They played a lot better at not turning the football over, but they did not do great at scoring touchdowns, and that was their undoing on that front, right? Yeah. Overall, another fun preseason week. I'm excited to see kind of what you're going to see week 3. I hope to see a little bit more starters because, the games are pretty close, so we need to get these guys a little bit fresh and things going. But I'm not thinking anything too crazy is going to happen. We know that there's nothing going to be too crazy happening. And then we come back September 4th for some football, real football. I mean, real football that counts. But yeah, overall, what a fun week for preseason, but nothing really to write home about. Next time you'll see my beloved Titans will be Friday at 7 o'clock when they play the Vikings at home, which, hey, would be nice to see. I think we'll see a little bit more Cam Ward. Of course, I thought, well, you did see like one more extra drive for Cam Ward. Hopefully he gets a little bit more confidence back to get things going, because watching Cam Ward, I have to say, he looks like a pure thrower of the football. And I like to see that, because I don't we have a lot of shifty quarterbacks in the NFL. It's kind of nice to see a guy that would choose to air it out a little bit more. As Cam said in the press conference, when in doubt, air it out. Yeah, fair enough. I like it. Vertical it out or something like that. Yeah. I don't think. I think Van Jefferson is a. And going back to Van Jefferson on that miscatch, I don't know if he's going to be part of the starters anyway. That's my thing. I know that in the practices it looks like that's where he's running. I think Chimere DK, if that's how you say his name right, and Alec will probably be the guys that'll be getting a majority of those catches in that case. Obviously, Calvin Ridley is the number one guy, but I think Alec definitely proved in this game that he could definitely be the guy to take a couple of snaps, and I've known he could be a really good player for a long time, so I'm not surprised at all about that. Gunnar Helm definitely separated himself on the tight end room. I think he beats Josh Wiley out for number 2 because I would assume Chigakonkwo was number 1. Cedric Gray, I think I would love to see him alongside Cody Barton because he looked pretty solid in these first 2 games. The defense obviously doesn't have a lot of bright spots, but the ones bright spots that they do have is the linebacker position seems to be fine. Obviously, the corners I think will be pretty good. Snead, as long as he's healthy, I would love to see what he'll do. Roger McCreary, the safety position, we do have Xavier Woods and we do have Amani Hooker. I say we like I play for the team, but I love that team so very much. It's hard for me to not talk about it like that. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's the case. Let me quick dive into that Jets and Giants game because I was told Justin Fields didn't exactly look phenomenal either. So I'll take a quick look at that too. Man, Jaxson Dart looks really good. Yeah. Fields was 1 for 5 for 4 yards. Ugh. Yeah, he did have a rough showing. That's just kind of how things work. Russell Wilson, 4 for 7, 108 yards. Moonball for the win, baby. Jaxson Dart, 14 for 16, 137 yards. Man, that's pretty crazy. He could be the starter. Like, I would assume you don't start him right away. Oh, and he rushed for 1 too. Okay, that makes sense. So did Devin Singletary and Jameis Winston. Okay, not bad at all. Not bad at all. They were scoring all over the place on the Jets. You know what I want to take a look at though? That Bills game was 38 to nothing. How did that happen? Mitch Trubisky was out there. Mike White. I don't know who Shane Buckley is, to be honest with you. I probably should. That's going to be on me. They didn't even throw any interceptions either. Tyson Bagent. Bagent has looked pretty good this preseason. And Caleb threw for 107 yards and a touchdown. He hit one of Britton Brown. Dang. Yeah, these young guys are definitely tearing the field up. Tyler Scott caught a touchdown, and I'm not going to be able to pronounce that poor guy's name. Okay, I like seeing what I'm seeing. Luther Burden caught a few passes himself. DJ Moore played a little bit. And a little bit of Colston Loveland as well. Okay. Okay. The Bears, I think, have a little bit of upside looking up this year. That's a team that maybe I should do a prediction video on. I don't know. I'm going to quickly look at Broncos because I want to see if Bo played a little bit. No, Jarrett Stidham. Oh, 2 touchdowns. right, who'd you throw him to? Troy Franklin. Troy Franklin, yes. Yes, I had a lot of faith in him when I was doing my sports betting last year, and did not turn out great. RJ Harvey, 3 rushes, 118 yards and a touchdown. Well, not too shabby, not too shabby in those fronts. Man, Broncos absolutely dominated them, 27-7. That's not as bad as 38-0, obviously, but man, that's pretty rough. Oh, Bengals and Commanders are still to play tomorrow, so I guess we're not completely wrapped up, are we? Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit tomorrow. We'll see. Ashton Genty got to run the ball a little bit more, didn't he? Yes, he did. 7 carries, 33 yards, and a touchdown. 4.7 yards per carry is not bad at all. Why did Zamir White run the ball one time? Okay, I don't understand, but that's fine. Yeah, overall, fun week of games. Obviously, we don't really know what to expect. We talked a lot about Cam Ward. We talked a lot about what these other teams are doing. Cam Miller didn't look exactly as good as he did week 1. That's kind of unfortunate, but that's okay. And then we'll see the Bengals and Commanders tomorrow to wrap us up completely. I thought we were done here, but no, I guess not. That's okay. Yeah. Patriots beat the Vikings 20-12. Dolphins beat the Lions 24-17. Hey, I'll do a quick check on Quinn, see if he played. He did. He threw 2 touchdowns. Okay, well, he shut me up from last week now, didn't he? Theo Weiss and Dwayne Eskridge. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Ollie Gordon ran the ball quite a bit. Okay. I like seeing these guys play. But, yeah, that's going to wrap it up. Browns obviously won 22-13. Panthers, Texans won 23. I guess we'll see the Bengals and Commanders tomorrow. See if we see a little bit of Joe Burrow, a little bit of Jaden Daniels. That'd be pretty cool to see. I would be happy to see both of them. Hopefully my computer tilted does not tilt people. I don't know how that works, but, that's a joke I'm going to go with. Either way, thank you guys so much for stopping by, talking just a little bit. Maybe we'll talk about Bengals Commanders tomorrow. We'll see. I would hold my breath, to be honest with you. I rambled quite a bit, getting to look at all these lovely stats and everything, looking at what happened in week 2. Obviously, we have one more game, so, hey, hope to get to enjoy it. Football is kind of back again. Heck yeah, let's go. Yeah, because the NBA should be starting up in about October, so at least we'll have that to talk about a little bit when that finally gets here. But, hey, that's it from me. I'm Cody Lear. If you did enjoy watching this, I do appreciate you very much. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you. See you on the next one. Have a good night.